Hello there. In this video, we're going to see how a developer can use the Compass activity feed to understand how things are changing around their components. Specifically, we will see how a developer can use the Compass activity feed to respond to a monitoring alarm. At the start of every day, a lot of developers will jump onto their email and take a quick check to see if there's any communications that they need to pay attention to, anything really important that's been sent to them. Maybe they'll check their Slack channel as well to see if there's alerts or other things that have come through. Another thing we can do with Compass is go to our component page and take a look at the components we're responsible for. So in this case, I'm in Compass and I'm taking a look at the submit image service. This is an API endpoint that processes image that are sent to it. So from this page, one of the things we're going to do is we're going to jump over to activity, and we're going to take a look at kind of the activity that's gone over the last little while. So in the left navbar, we're going to click activity. From the activity page, we can see a bunch of interesting stuff. If we look on the deployments lines, we can see that we've made 2 deployments today. We also see that we have an alert that opened up recently. We can also see that we have 2 dependent services. We have a magnetic API and a magnetic web. Looks like they've done a bunch of deployments and both of them are showing alerts. So if we expand this, we can see alerts and deployments in a little more detail. And we can take a look and we see we have very recently 2 alerts that have shown up. As well as 2 deployments. And we can look at our service and we can see that while we do have an alert in our service, we don't have any recent deployments. So it's unlikely that a code change we made has broken our service. There could be many causes to this, but one of the things we can start to do when we want to investigate this is take a look at these upstream dependencies. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go take a look at Magnetic API and see how it's doing. So to do that, we can hover over Magnetic API, right click, open link in new tab, and that'll open up that component. So if we go to that, we can see the component page for Magnetic API. All right, from the Magnetic API Compass page, we're going to jump over to activity again and just take a quick look. So we move over to left navbar and we click activity. As we can see, we've got some deployments and we've got an alert. They line up time-wise. We don't have any dependencies on this component, so it sounds like this is our upstream component. Let's take a look at the Jira issues to see if there's any open Jira issues for this activity. Looking at our Jira issues page, we can notice that we've got 3 old Jira issues that are marked as done, but there's a current Jira issue that's being worked on by Wayne that's set as in progress. So it might be the case that this is relevant to what we're working on. So let's go back to the overview page by clicking overview. And we can figure out where we can get a hold of Wayne by looking at the chat channels for this page. So we're going to open this in a new tab. So we're inside the Slack channel now, and I'm going to reach out to Wayne and just ask him if he's got an ETA on the fix for the Jira issue that we saw in our upstream Magnetic API. It'll be a few hours before I know for sure. Okay. All right, so Wayne's working on that. I'm going to go start digging through our logs, and we can go back over to Compass. Okay, after a quick chat with Wayne, we're pretty confident that this one's being handled and we don't have to worry about any problems here. So we're going to close this tab and we're going to go back to submit image and we're going to take a look at the other dependency we had. So we'll close this, we'll click over into submit image, and now we've got this magnetic web dependency. We're going to right click, open this in new tab, and take a look here. All right, we're over in magnetic web now, and we're going to take a look at the same stuff. We're going to hit the activity panel first. So we move over to the left navbar and click on activity. And we can see we have, again, no dependencies, and we have some deployments and some issues. So let's go take a look at the Jira issues associated with this and see what's up. Okay, this is interesting. We don't have any in progress work being done on this particular problem. Everything is done and closed. So let's reach out again in the appropriate Slack channel and see what's going on with this issue, because maybe no one knows about it yet. So we're going to go back over to overview, and then we're going to click on the chat channel for this one. All right, let's see if Wayne knows about this one. This might be affecting my service, so I'll let him know. So let's see what Wayne has to say about this. Alright, so they're not aware of it, but they're going to go investigate it for us. That's awesome. So I guess we can let them take a look at this. Didn't you have an ETA for us? Great, that's awesome to hear.
I'm starting out on the components page within Compass. I know that there's an issue with magnetic web, so I'm going to search for that component and navigate to its page. Along the right-hand side, I can find all of the Jira projects associated with this component. So I'm going to go ahead and click into the Jira project that you see here. Now that I'm in the relevant Jira software project, I can create a new issue for this alert. I'll click Create, give it a title. I want to make sure I attach it to the relevant Compass component, Magnetic Web. I'll give it a description. Then I'm going to assign it to myself. Let's quickly review the issue from the Issues panel. And we see it's been created here. I'm going to go ahead and click on the attached Compass component, Magnetic Web, which will take me back to Compass. Now that I'm back in Compass, I'm going to return to the Issues panel on the left. And here I can see that the new issue I've created is showing up right at the top.
Now that we've checked both of our upstream dependencies, and we've got people working on both of the problems, we are not done. We don't know that either of those problems upstream are actually what caused our outage here. So we still have to do our due diligence and go check our logs and our metrics and do root cause analysis. But now we're more informed about the fact that we have upstream failures. So when we go through our logs and our metrics, if we see something that maybe indicates that we're having problems in upstream service, we'll be able to make that connection that much more quickly. So we won't waste as much time and we'll be able to get our work done probably a little more efficiently. All right. Thank you for watching this video about using the Compass activity feed to understand how things are changing around your components. You can find more videos like this in the Developer's Edge video series on the Atlassian YouTube channel.